I feel like music is, not only do I just have a love for music, but I feel like it's a great platform to spread a message. And that's kind of one of the biggest things I want to do. Like, I want to be able to influence people in a positive way. And I feel like music is the perfect tool to do that.
Hello, welcome back to another video. I am Prwwtygems, and in today's video, I have a very special guest. We are going to be sharing 3 tips to creativity and how to just flow and be creative as an artist. I know that we are just starting off and we are considered micro influencers in a way, but we really are trying to just grow with the algorithms, with YouTube, and learn and just express ourselves as artists and creative people. Let's get this video started. This is the world of Gem.
Best friend, Prwwtygems, what you tell them who I am? Welcome back, here I've been, lost my head, found my soul. Welcome back to your read, it's the world of Gem.
So in today's video, we have Alex here with me. So, how are you feeling to be on camera for the very first time?
I feel good. I feel a little nervous. You know, it's my first, but I think I'll get used to it.
Yeah.
I feel good. It feels good.
I think the first video that I ever shot, I was also very nervous. It's completely normal to be nervous. I feel like part of being an artist and being creative is like pushing through those nerves, and it kind of just comes with time. Yeah. So I'm so glad you agreed to do this, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be here.
So Alex, tell us what you do.
Well, me personally, right now, I'm just really focused on music, and that's kind of all I'm dedicating my time to. But I also am interested in creating my own label and managing other artists and things like that. But right now, my main focus is just making music.
Okay, I love that. So what part of managing other artists sparks to you the most interest?
It brings me a lot of interest into helping other artists come up, and also helping my own business, because I know that it's hard when you're first starting and you really don't have any direction into flowing. Like, when I first started doing music, I didn't know, where to go. And I feel like because I'm doing this on my own, I will gain a lot of knowledge on what I need to do. And I can use that to help other friends or just other artists in general that I just like their music, and guide them in a good path.
I really like that. I think one of the reasons why I decided to invite you onto my channel and do this with me is because I do see you as a very genuine person. I feel like what your music brings and your lyrics and the way that you express yourself is from a very genuine place where you're humble and you do want to keep growing with your art and craft. And I respect that so much. With that being said...
Definitely, I appreciate you. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Number 1 tip to creativity. What would you want to tell my viewers and subscribers?
Okay, so I would say my first tip for creativity would be to surround yourself with other creative people, because I feel like if you're not around people that want to create or come up with new ideas, then you're kind of going to be at a dead end, and you want to surround yourself with people that are constantly feeding your ideas and I guess just throwing new things into your life,
I love that. I love that very much, and I definitely agree with you. Jaden, our videographer, is also a very creative person. I feel like since we started working together, our creativity just has just flowed easily, and we bounce ideas off of each other all the time, which somebody like we are just starting off, very little following and little subscribers. It's hard to keep that motivation, and surrounding yourself with other creative people is definitely a way to keep your creativity flowing,
Yeah, I definitely see that, because not everyone wants to create. Some people just want to just follow paths that have already been set. And I guess, it's similar for us, but we do have to create our foundation and what we are about. And I don't know, we just have to be unique. So you have to be around people that would like to be unique, like Jadens as well, and want to create their own things as well.
And kind of just express who they are. Yeah, I love that. All right, so the second tip to being creative after everything we just talked about, what would you say to my viewers and say that has kept you in your flow as a creative artist?
Personally, with my music, and I feel like maybe with anything that has to do with creativity, I feel like people should be trying new things often, because if you're living the same day over and over again, you're not really gonna have too many new ideas from that. And if you're like living your life and your life isn't so boring all the time, then you're going to be constantly fed new thoughts, new ideas, new ways of thinking. Just new things are going to bring new creativity.
And it's awesome that you say that, because my second tip to creativity that I had written was being courageous. And I feel like doing new things and stepping out of your comfort zone, exactly how you mentioned, keeps you doing new things. And being courageous is about doing new things and stepping out of your comfort zone continually. Like you, for example, you have never been behind a camera. I know we have lights set up, we have Jaden behind the camera, we have a couple different cameras, and like for you, obviously this is a little out of your comfort zone, but the fact that you're pushing yourself to do it and being, and just pushing yourself through the nerves is huge. And I feel like as an artist, I do feel like that definitely keeps your creativity and your flow going.
Definitely, I see that, yeah, because this is gonna help me. I mean, if I can't be in front of a couple cameras, I can't be in front of a bunch of people to perform,
And I feel the same way. When I first started making videos, it was very nerve-wracking because I've always filmed by myself. So having like Jaden behind the camera and then like the lights and stuff, the whole setup, it seems a little intimidating until you see the product. Once you see the product, you like, it was worth it. And you do it again. And then that just motivates you to keep going. So yeah, definitely. So third and final tip to being creative, my lovelies, we have Alex here just sharing our creativity and expressing ourselves. I wanted to do a little different flow to my videos. I want to start inviting other artists onto my channel and letting them express themselves the way that I do. I have always said that everybody is a reflection of their internal worlds, and everybody's reality looks a little different. So the fact that I have another artist next to me right now sharing creative ideas and they're a lot similar to mine, I think it's very powerful. So what would you say the third and final tip is to being creative?
So for me personally, I feel like another big thing would be to practice your craft. And I feel like that's with anybody that wants to do anything that involves creation, because I feel like if you aren't practicing enough, you're kind of gonna fall off. Maybe you even forget things, and if you're practicing all the time, you're gonna see, I don't know, just constant growth. You're gonna see like, maybe I could put this and this together, or
like if you know what to do all the time, you're not gonna learn anything. If you're practicing your craft constantly, you run into challenges. And then you're gonna figure out how to
get through them.
Yes, exactly, which teaches you and you learn from that.
Yeah, because it's like if you're not practicing all the time and you're not mastering what you already know, it's kind of like you're just gonna keep coming back to that every time you come back to your craft. I feel like for me personally, like with making music, for example, if I'm not practicing constantly, I'll kind of like, I don't know, rhyme with the same things like that. And then when I am constantly practicing it, it kind of pushes me to get past that.
Yeah, practicing your craft, you figure out different ways of doing things.
Yeah.
Like kind of like I figure out how to do different videos. Like I don't always want to do the same video all the time and have the same flow. I want people to also have the like knowledge that it's going to be the same thing, and like have it be solid and stable, because people like stability, but you also need that like little mystery and just spontaneity in what you do, so that way it's like something new coming at them, And I feel like I'm the same way with doing this and doing the interview, because I've never done anything like this. It's always just been me, my ideas straight to my viewers and the camera, and it has always been just direct. I am trying to push myself out of my boundaries and like have new artists like you and just have different ideas flowing.
Yeah.
So last question I have for you before we end our little interview here today is what made you want to start doing music in the first place?
Personally, I don't know. Music has always been drawn my attention since I was young. Like I remember being like 6 years old, playing Michael Jackson, and I don't know why. I've just always been drawn to music. And then when I was in middle school, I got put into choir, and so I was like a little choir boy, singing choir and stuff. But really my biggest draw to music was that I feel like with music you can be so influential because everybody likes music. Like most people love music, and I feel like if I can not only like know what message I'm trying to spread and just want to spread positivity, if I can get myself into a big enough platform with music, then I can spread my message to all these people. Like I feel like music is, not only do I just have a love for music, like, but I feel like it's a great platform to spread a message, and that's kind of one of the biggest things I want to do. Like I want to be able to influence people in a positive way, and I feel like music is the perfect tool to do that.
I agree 100%, and I love that because you actually ran into the last question I had for you, which is what message are you trying to spread with your music? Because I feel like as an artist, you need to have a purpose behind the things that you do if you want them to be influential. You know, and the fact that you want to spread positivity, and I have heard your lyrics and I have heard your music, I really do feel that from you. It's always like, I've been playing your music in my car. I want you to know that.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah, and I'm trying to run up your views, you know, and like obviously, but I genuinely like your lyrics. I feel like you're very lyrical, you're very poetic, and you flow. And I can tell you're a choir boy because you have good vocals too, which I feel like it turned out in your favor. You know, like you being in choir and stuff.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much for doing this. I hope you had a good experience, and tell me how you feel at the end of our little interview here.
I feel good. Thank you for having me first and foremost. But yeah, it feels good. It feels good. I was a little nervous, but getting past the nerves definitely feels
I think
nice.
that's 100% normal, and that's okay. I feel like we should definitely work together in the future, and you guys, as my viewers, expect to see a lot more of other artists coming onto my platform and just sharing each other's creativity like we did today, and just having conversations. I feel like it's very productive, and I love to hear the artists think the same, you know? Like, I don't want it to be always my thoughts. I love to just share my knowledge and share everything with other people. So thank you so much for being here. Have a lovely, lovely rest of your week, my lovelies. I will see you in the next video with new content, brand new content. Go listen to his music. I'm going to provide all his information down in the description below. You can follow him on Instagram, Snapchat, Spotify, and run up his music. I promise you, it's really good. So thank you.
Catch y'all later. Thank you for having me. Okay. That's cool. Okay.